So on the opposite end of the spectrum of that old air compressor, got this Harbor Freight 29 gallon belt drive compressor here. Um, I really wish I put an hour meter on it right when I got it, and of course the new ones come with one, but 1,027 hours on it now, and just sucking the oil out of it here. And I used real purple oil, and you can see it actually still purple. I don't know exactly how many hours I have on the oil here. I'm gonna guess about 500, and I guess judging from how good that oil looks, probably go 1,000 hours on this next oil change here. But yeah, I've had this thing give or take about 10 years, something like that, or what? Yeah, yeah, give or take like 10 years. And really, honestly, I haven't had to do shit to it. It's pretty cool. Put a fuel filter on for the air filter because the air filter that they come with is just a shitty piece of foam. Wore out the belt a year or two ago, something like that. So had to put a belt on it. But the pulleys themselves certainly have some wear on them, and you can see that even with a brand new belt, it's starting to wear into the pulley there a little bit, but not too bad. But oh yeah, so the reason I have 2 hour meters on here, and you can see 726 and 1,027. I originally put this one on here, and then I noticed that it actually started to run backwards, which was rather strange. So I put the other one on there, and then left that one on there just to see what would happen, because not really doing any harm, I suppose. But yeah, of course there definitely is a lot of junk from Harbor Freight. Some stuff isn't worth the fucking scrap metal that it's made out of, but these fucking compressors here are really pretty kick-ass. Normally it sits in my little shed here, and I've got some other compressors. I did have a 2-stage hooked up on there with 5-horse motor and shit, but I ended up selling that compressor pump. But yeah, I got it stuffed back on kind of the corner of the property here, and then that way this little fart here can just run away for hours on end, and it doesn't bother me or nothing. Don't have to listen to it. You don't hear it at all when you're over in the shop, which is really nice. And yeah, I got that compressor because at the time that I bought it, I only had access to 110 in previous house that I was living at, and so that was all I could run. I didn't have 220, and I couldn't afford a bigger compressor either, and still just chugging along. Sure, one day I'll finally wear it out, but hasn't happened yet. But yeah, so I suppose if you're thinking about one of these things, they are definitely, at least this one anyways. Sometimes you get a bad one out of the box or whatever. They are pretty kick-ass, and they last a good long time, as long as you change the oil and get rid of the original air filter.